guys, and welcome back to my vlog. In this video I'm going to be showing you clips of just a week in my life, and this was I think the first week of June, and I was really prepping to finish all of the pieces in my show for California. I'm going to be doing a solo show from like November to January of 2026, and I'm really stoked for it. It's going to be the first solo show since probably 2023, which honestly that's pretty soon to be having a solo show after right out of college I had a solo show, which was really awesome and such a blessing. But I'm really excited to be having this one. I feel like it's kind of a weird time to be having one. I definitely kind of feel like I took a year off in Guatemala because I wasn't really showing anywhere. I was still painting, but it felt very much like a limbo space and a time to just like explore, paint. But with this solo show, I kind of felt like I was in an in-between. I really liked how the pieces turned out. I think it was meant to be, but I don't know, for a long time in the process of making these pieces, it felt very much like I was in an in-between place in my art where it wasn't exactly where I wanted to be, but I honestly think that the story is really meaningful and embodies a lot of what I feel about California, the nostalgia I have for it, and also the history that I've learned since college. So I am going to be titling my show right now. The working title is California Is You, is what I'm thinking of going with. And the whole purpose of this show is to highlight endangered species that have made a comeback, species that have been reintroduced, such as wolves, and species that maybe have yet to be reintroduced, such as grizzlies, which you can see here. And the whole point of it is to talk about the wildlife conservation and wildlife history in California specifically. There was a lot of history that I did not know until I really started to dive into wild spaces in California. For instance, I didn't know, like, the grizzly bear is on the state flag of California, and yet I believe the last grizzly bear in California was shot in the early 1920s, I think near LA. But there's been a lot of talk in the wildlife conservation community about reintroducing grizzly bears, specifically in the North Cascades region of Washington. And this is really impactful because if they can reintroduce grizzly bears in an area that they've been extirpated from their historical range, then that means it is open for the rest of the historical range for them to come back. And with wolves, the reintroduction of them to Yellowstone has naturally, by consequence, led to wolves being reintroduced to California, because the pack in Yellowstone spread out across the US. There was a wolf that went to Oregon and made a pack, and then a couple wolves have split off from that Oregon pack and have come down into California. And now there are, I believe, 5 active packs around California, which is really exciting for wildlife conservation. So I just got a tiny bit of footage from this day, but we went to Paint the Town, Wichita, which was a pottery painting place, and I really wanted to make myself a Pokemon plate, so I ended up doing that, and I really enjoyed how it turned out. This is such a fun activity, and it takes out all the work of having to make the pottery beforehand, but I had so much fun. Here's the sketch. Friday of this week, I got to go to this exhibition, Land That I Love, and my piece Spirit Bears was on view there, which was so fun to be in person for this. And the following day, I had a Plein Air competition. It was a 2-day event for Riverfest in Wichita. Very excited to paint that behind me. I got 2 hours, so hopefully I can do it in time. It's quite a lot of detail, and I'm most nervous about the boats. But let's do this. I got my little Riverfest button. Very excited. This was so relaxing. It was so great to get back outside and be painting from life. I have not done this since 2021 probably, which is crazy to think about, but I honestly learned so much about landscapes from painting outside, so it was really good to get back to this. But here's the finished piece. Got the pond in there. Oh my god. Thought I was going to spill my water there for a second. We just came from the judging portion of the Plein Air competition, and they debated for a bit, and they kept looking at my piece, so I thought I was going to win, and then they decided there was 2 paintings of the pond, and they decided to go with the one that had more warm tones at the bottom, which mine did not. So I didn't place, but that's okay. I didn't think I would, but I just started getting excited when they were looking at mine, and so I was like, oh, I could maybe place, but I didn't, which is fine. Day 2 of the Plein Air Fest. I was in Cowtown in Wichita, and this is the historic Munger House. And I love the canvas that I used for this. I was quite sore on this day. My body is not what it used to be. When I used to do plein air painting, I swear I'd sit outside, I'd get so sunburned, and I would not feel a thing. And my body was feeling it this day, and I literally just like stood for 2 hours in the sun. Like, that's all I did. That's so cool. I placed 3rd! Yay! I was so excited. I did not have much faith in my painting because I thought I didn't have enough time for the house, but then they said I got 3rd place, which is awesome. They really liked the road, so that was cool. So a successful day painting. And here was final judging at the end of Riverfest. We had about a whole week to make more pieces, which because I was so focused on my solo show, I didn't really have time to do that.
Today, I would like to introduce our judges because I forgot to do that the first time. This is Jan Butler. You've seen her before. She's a wonderful judge. She's been an art teacher forever. She has been a nurse. She's done so many different things in her life. And right now, she's a Gallery 12 member. And we also have Diane Curtis. Diane Curtis is also a Gallery 12 member, has been an instructor, has done so many things in her life too.
We'll mention those to number 11.
This is a good crew to be in.
So today I'm just working on finishing up my solo show. I have about 2 to 3 weeks to get everything ready, and I finished about 5 paintings, and I've gotten a lot started. So let me go ahead and show you the progress, but I basically really need to get going, so. So I just started these, and basically I'm gonna do a couple more small animals, and then I have a couple 236 by 48s I wanna get done for this show. I kind of want to bring that orange up into its neck. That'd be kind of cool. And really play up the orange underpainting that's coming through. But I love the different variations of purple and blue, of course. This is what's currently on the easel. It's going to be a giant fish. This was my last week before leaving for California, and these pieces all needed to be completed and dry before I put them in the car. Today I'm so excited because we're going to Memphis, Tennessee. We're gonna go for about 3 days. We're staying in a cute hotel. I booked it, so hopefully that's true, but from the pictures online, there's like a rooftop pool and then there's free breakfast, which is always a good thing. But our plan is to go to the National Civil Rights Museum. So we're excited about that. We've been watching lots of documentaries and movies just to really dive into the history there. And then we're probably gonna get some hot chicken, try some food, and then probably walk around Beale Street and sightsee. But I hope to have a great time and come along with me. Ignore the mess, but this is the fit for the day. I'm just gonna wear this cute little skirt and then my top that says aperitivo because Italy. And we're on the road. It is so humid today. You step outside and you just feel wet. Gus. Is that good? Looks really good. Yeah. Oh, okay. We just ate at Gus's Fried Chicken and it was so good. I am stuffed. And now we're gonna go head up to the hotel and maybe swim. But I just had like 2 giant pieces of chicken and pie, so I'm feeling real cold. I'm feeling real bouge because we got up on the 15th floor and look at our view. Pretty nice. Now this is kind of nice, no? Yeah. Hi. You're just a cute little man. How would you rate the pool? 1,000,000 out of 10. Did you enjoy the pool? That's good. The comforting. Time for breakfast. Woo. We're gonna go explore some sights. Got my cute dress. I thrifted this from Goodwill. Where are we at, Daniel? Underground Railroad House. It's closed because of a fire, but we still can walk around, I guess. Hopefully, unless we get yelled at.
Violence and non-violence in this world is non-violence or non-existence. That is where we are today.
That last clip was the Mason Temple, where Dr. King gave his last I've been to the mountaintop speech before he was assassinated. That's cool. I'm gonna go drink at Wet Willie's. How they get our, what is this? Snow cone?
Slurpee.
Slurpee. Alcoholic Slurpee. This is sour apple. And Daniel got a margarita. Our afternoon was very nice. We ended up going to Beale Street and saw the Ernest Withers Photography Gallery, where there was all these photographs from the Civil Rights Movement, which he was there and took part in and photographed and documented. And then we went to the Bass Pro Shops, which this pyramid I believe is the 3rd largest in the world after the Great Pyramid in Giza and then the one in Vegas. But it used to be a sports arena and now it's a Bass Pro Shops, and I really dug all of the aquariums and fish inside. It felt like a giant swamp, which was really cool. AC. Is that what you were expecting? It's a cool little place. This looks We just got back from a bunch of time out and about. We had ribs at this barbecue restaurant. We went to some cute little shops earlier today. So I have to show you what I got because I'm in love with my thing. So here's the cute little bag. First thing I got. Look at how cute this is. It's a little weekly desk pad. And I usually do this on just like a normal piece of paper. So the fact that I have like a whole sheet that I can write down everything I need to do. And it's the cute little colorful gator is so cute. And then I got these note tabs because I've been doing school lately and I've been using these like stickies to hold my place in books when I go back and write my papers. And these ones are little fish and they're so cute. So had to pick those up. I'm so excited about this. It's a little fish clip. How cute. I can't wait to wear it in Tahoe. It's a little rainbow trout, which I like to paint a lot. Is it cute? I don't know. Alright, this is what I'm wearing to the Martin Luther King Jr. Well, it's the National Civil Rights Museum that we're going to today. The National Civil Rights Museum had so much information, so much that I actually didn't know. I did not know about sit-ins. That was new information to me, so that was really interesting to learn about. And we spent about 6 hours in the museum learning about all the different parts of the civil rights movement and all the ways that Black Americans challenged segregation and Jim Crow era America and how it still lives on today and how people are still combating racism. And the museum was just one of the best I'd ever been to and very inspiring in ways that you can fight back against oppression in big ways and in little ways. And it's some place that I think I would recommend to anyone and everyone.